Hello people, welcome to our channel Tick and Trade. In this video, we are going to give you a detailed explanation of what is stock market. Once, there lived a businessman named Tick. He is running a software company. The worth of Tick's business is around 10 lakhs. From his business, he was able to generate a profit of around 10% on a monthly basis. Tick, the businessman, was able to generate the same returns of 10% consistently for 3 years in a row. As he was able to make profits consistently, one fine day he was thinking about expanding his business with the idea of generating more income. In order to expand his business, he needs more money. So Tick started preparing a business proposal to expand his business. As per the proposal, he needs 90 lakhs. He can invest 50 lakhs from his savings. So for the funding purpose, he has only 2 options: bank loans, friends and relatives. If he approaches the bank, either he has to pay interest, or the banks may deny to fund him for various reasons. So Tick thinks that it's a bad idea. As the amount was huge, even his friends and relatives could not help him. So, Tick is looking for some alternative way for funding his business. This is where he approaches the investors. And he started explaining them his business proposals. The investors are impressed by his business ideas, and they are accepting his proposal, hoping his company will do good in the future. For your information, an investor can be a person or an organization who is willing to invest their money and expect some profit in return. Here comes the important part. Until now, Tick's company is named as TickAndTrade Private Limited, as it is solely owned by Tick himself. But once after receiving the funds from the investor, it is now TickAndTrade Public Limited. This process of offering the shares of a private company to the public is called as IPO, also called as initial public offering. Hope you understood why the company collects funds from the public. The collected funds can be used by the company to expand the business, paying their debts, acquire new business, etc. Now, let's see the definition of a stock market. A stock, or a share, represents a fraction of the ownership of a company, which means that an investor owns a very small part of the company. A market is a place where buyers and sellers trade. The capital market is basically divided into 2 types: primary market and secondary market. The transfer of shares from the company to the investors or public takes place in the primary market. The place where the shares are bought and sold in our day-to-day life is called a secondary market. Now let's see how the shares are divided and how the share prices are being determined. In our case, Tick's company worth is around 10 lakhs. Additional funds he is investing to expand his business is 50 lakhs. Funding he is getting from the investors is 40 lakhs. So, the total worth of Tick's business is around 1 crore. The price of a stock is determined by the total worth of the company divided by the number of stocks. We will explain this with 2 scenarios. Now, Tick along with the investors have decided to split the company's shares into 1 lakh quantities. Then, the actual price of a stock is 1 crore divided by 1 lakh quantities. The final price would be 100. If they have decided to split the company shares into 1,000 quantities, Then the actual price of a stock is 1 crore divided by 1000 quantities. The final price of the stock would be 10,000. Myth: if the price of a share is more, it means that the company's worth is more. No, this is not true. In our case, when the share price is 100 or 10,000, the value of the company remains the same. Let's see how the price of a stock fluctuates in real time. If Tick is able to generate the same returns of 10% consistently in the future, then the demand for the share rises. Hence, the worth of the company increases, which leads to increase in the share price. On the other hand, if the company fails to perform well in the future, then the investors lose their hope in the company, which leads to increase in the supply, hence the price of the stock falls. Thanks for watching. To learn more about stock market and trading, subscribe to our channel. If you have gained some knowledge about stock market, like this video and please do let us know in the comments section.